Alright guys, we're going to talk about reconciling a bank statement. Now, like I said, some of you might not ever receive a paper copy, maybe you do it digitally. What's important to know that reconciling a bank statement means that what is on your statement or app doesn't always represent your current balance. And the reason for that is a lot of times when you run your debit card as a credit card, it takes several days to post to your account. So there could be a difference between what's actually in your bank account and what it's saying on your app. And so you need to be able to identify outstanding items, which are items that have not posted. If you've ever written a check, or when you do write a check, you are owed that money to that person, but it might take them a week to deposit it. So it might take a week for it to show up on your actual account. So know that what the account says could be different from what's actually on your check register. And reconciling is making sure that that they equal, that what's on your bank statement and what's actually in your check register equal. It's making sure that your bank equals what's in your check register. Now, we personally keep a mental account, like we know, oh, hey, I wrote this check or I made this purchase and it hasn't cleared the bank yet. But my sister still uses her check register and she makes sure the two equal. So we're going to be working on making sure those two things equal. So it says on the back of Elise's monthly statement, she listed the following outstanding withdrawals. So check number 123, which is $76.09, check 117 for $400, check 130, that's what the hashtag here means, it's like check number. Then she lists the following debit cards. She also determined that a deposit of $500 and another for $328 are outstanding. Using these transactions, what adjustments should be made to her balance? Well, she should subtract the following checks, right? So that subtract the following withdrawals. So I'm going to add $76.09 plus $400 plus $560.25 plus $340. Whoops, I put 3 and 4. That should be $340.50 plus $83.71. So these are all the checks or debit purchases she has made, but they're not showing up on either her bank statement, or if you have a smartphone, it would be these things aren't showing up on your app as having come out of your account. So these are all the things she should subtract. I'm going to find their total. So I'm going to use my calculator. So $76.09 plus $400 plus $560.25 plus $340.5 plus $83.71. And that gives me a total of $1,460.55. So that's the total she needs to subtract. Then she has the following. She needs to add the deposits, which in this case she only had 2. She had a deposit that she had made for $500 and another one for $328.9, and those had not hit her account. So if you add those together, you get $828.90. So your answer would be that she needs to subtract $1,460.55, and she needs to add her deposits of $828.90. If she did those two things, then the amount would then equal what her check register says. Sorry, I didn't have that centered. Okay? So here's the amount she should subtract, all of her withdrawals and debits. Here's the amount she should add, which are her 2 deposits. Next example. So Pina filled out the following information on the back of her monthly statement. So here's what her bank statement said. She knows that let's say she made those deposits today, but it hadn't cleared the bank because it takes a while for things to post. Here's all the checks that had not been posted on her account. So she needs to then combine these to get this total. So you're going to add that amount, subtract that amount. So taking $1139.78, you're going to add the amount of deposits that haven't posted. That's really what outstanding means. It means it's not showing up on your bank statement or on your app on your phone yet. And then I'm going to subtract the purchases I've made. Like let's say I just made an Amazon Prime purchase and it's not showing up on my account. And I get $763.54. So if these two match, then it is reconciled. So the answer would be yes. Her account is reconciled because she has figured out that even though her statement says this, she's taken into account the things that haven't posted, and now that matches what she has in her checkbook. Okay, so this is her checkbook. So let's now check the following. Tasha filled out the following information on the back of her bank statement. So here's her balance. You're going to add these. You're going to subtract these, and we're going to record what we get for the revised. So this is how much it says on her app, but she knows that she just made the following deposits. She also knows, let's say she wrote these checks or made these purchases, and so she should have $696.01. But if you look at these don't equal. So she's made a mistake somewhere. So her account does not reconcile. So somewhere along the line, she either messed up on the amount she wrote the check for, or she messed up on what the total for a purchase was. Either way, these don't reconcile. Number 4, Lenny opened a checking account last month. He received his first statement. The statement listed 5 deposits and 24 checks that cleared. Okay, so 24 checks cleared. His register shows that he has 9 outstanding checks, meaning they haven't posted. People possibly haven't deposited those checks. So how many checks has he written since the account was opened? You would add these two amounts, so he's written 33 total checks. Next one. So Arden's checking account charges $21 as a monthly maintenance fee, but no per check fee. And this is what you want to look into when you're comparing banks. He wants to switch to a different account with a fee of 18 cents per check and a $15 monthly maintenance fee. The following information is about his last 5 monthly statements. So here's 5 months, so February, March, April, May, and June, and the number of checks he wrote. What is the mean number of checks he wrote? So we're going to find the average, right? So 24 plus 37 plus 35 plus 33 plus 41. And we're going to divide by the number of months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to see what the average number of checks that he writes. So 24 plus 37 plus 35 plus 33 plus 41. And I'm going to divide by 5. And I got an answer of 34 checks. So how much should he expect to pay per month for the new checking account? So the new checking account charges 18 cents per check, so times 34, plus it charges a $15 monthly maintenance fee. Okay, so monthly, then that would be times 5 months. Oh, sorry, this says per month, not per year. My bad. So this is $15 per month. So how much would he have? How much would this new bank charge him? It'd be 18 cents times an average of 34 checks that he would write, plus his maintenance fee. He could expect to pay $21.12 in bank fees. Now, he's currently paying $21. So would I go through the hassle of changing banks to pay 12 cents more? No, I would stay at the current bank. All right, next one. So they would like us to physically reconcile this account. Now here is the actual statement. So the statement that got mailed home is telling him he has a balance of $23.68 and 29 cents. Now notice that this last date was September 1st. So this statement only goes through 9/01. Now here is this is his personal check register. Now they give you a check register when you open a checking account. So here's his personal check register. So I went through and I highlighted the items that are not on his statement. So notice I see check 1056, so this one cleared. 1058, 1060, 1059, and 1061. So I went and highlighted 1057. It didn't clear the bank yet. 1062, but it was void, so that it doesn't have any amount attached to it. And 1063. So the first thing I'm going to do is write the ending balance from his bank statement. Ending balance from his bank statement is $2,368.29. Deposits outstanding. The only deposits on here were for $1,200, which we got, so we got that one. The next deposit is for $150. That would be this one. This deposit here is not on his bank statement. So that is an outstanding deposit, so I'm going to add $300. Checks that are outstanding, there are two, right? One for $86.50 and one that's for $32.50. So I'm going to write their total here. There are two checks that are outstanding, $86.50 and $32.50. They're outstanding because they're not listed on this statement. So I'm going to add these two together. $86.50, $32.50, and I get a total of $119. And then I am going to look at the ending balance here for my checkbook, and I'm going to record that at the bottom, $2,549.29. Now, using my calculator, I'm going to see if the statement balance plus my deposits minus my checks is equal to what it says in my check register. So $23.68.29 plus $300 minus $119, and I get $25.49.29. So, does his account reconcile? Now, remember, that means do the amounts match? And I would say yes, because we just found that they matched here. And that's it for that section.